Hey guys, it's Salvatore here from the Motor Marvel. And before we proceed onto this video of this beautiful, stunning one-of-one Holden Commodore HSV GTSR, we must address that this car has been stolen. Yes, it was stolen 4 days after the shooting of this car, and it's absolutely disgraceful, and the car deserves to be returned to its rightful owner, Nathan. If you know the whereabouts of the car, please let us know. Other than that, guys, enjoy the video.
Hey guys, it's Sal here from the Motor Marvel, and like I've said in the previous videos, we're doing special interviews with people that have beautiful cars like this. This is Nathan.
Hey guys, how are you? I'm Nathan.
So Nathan owns this beautiful one-of-one VF GTSRs.
Yep, that's right, yep.
I'm going to ask Nathan a couple of questions about this. No, Nathan.
Yes.
Tell me. Okay,
this is a one-of-one VF GTSR. They made about 300 GTSRs when Holden closed down in 2017. And Holden teamed up with Walkinshaw. They thought they'll make a one-off special edition VF GTSR to commemorate the VS version of it back in '96. So yeah, they came up with this. They put a whole heap of stuff in it, like as in they redid the interior, complete custom interior, the 888 racing wing on the back, different front bar, carbon wheels, big brakes all around. They gave it the Walkinshaw 557 pack from the motor and all that for the pack. They bought a bigger supercharger, redid the whole motor and everything to make it something special. Yeah, so
they went to town.
Exactly. So it's something different, something you won't see every day, something that won't be done again because Holden closed down. But yeah, it's a really, really good special car.
So to give you a bit of that background, guys, so Nathan rocked up at our recent Cars and Coffee event right at the last minute. And when this first arrived, I was like, oh yeah, it's a GTSR. And I thought it was a replica.
Yeah.
But upon closer inspection and speaking with Nathan, it is a one-of-one, which makes this thing absolutely priceless.
Yeah, so...
And it is stunning. So Nathan, what did you have before this?
Okay, before this, I'll still have the VE GTS. I had just a normal GTSR, W1. I've had Mercs, AMGs and stuff like that in the past, but yeah, again, there's some of the great cars, but some that you can see every day. You can go anywhere and see one. You can still buy one. But when I saw this a few years back, and then I'm like, wow, like it's just something you don't see every day, something that's just, yeah, it just pops. It's just something super special. And yeah, I just had to get it. So just back and forth and that till we actually bought it. But yeah, like I said, it's a great car. It's a shame that, Holden don't make them anymore. Exactly, it's just...
We were speaking about this off camera.
And they went so far. They, like the last of them, they made him super special, something that's so good. Like I said, it goes, like if you get, with an M5 and E63, which are double or triple the price, and this just goes just as good. Looks, I reckon personally, looks even better, and just, yeah, after that.
Especially this one. This
exactly,
one looks special.
So this one's just, yeah, it's something different. But like I said, it's just, they've done, like I said, the colour of the VS version, so it's not the yellow, it's yellow. YELLAH, so yellow, the actual colour. And then, yeah, they've souped it up, like I said, which is good because it's from Holden. It's not like done like elsewhere. Anyone can do it. Yeah, so it's got all the paperwork saying that it is the only one made like that. Like I said, from wheels, brakes, engine work, like I said, over 800 horsepower from factory.
Yeah, because what did the standard GTSR make?
So GTSR is 435 kilowatt from factory. Yeah, W1s were 474 from factory. This one is 557. So it's got, 80 kilowatts, which is 130 odd horsepower more than a W1. And again, from factory, so it drives so good, so comfortable. Gets up and goes, of course, when you need it to. But yeah, all around, like I said, it's just a really, really good car.
And just tell everyone what else you have in the garage, but we won't show them that.
Yeah, it's a VE GTS E3 2012. And again, that's a great car. Again, it's a common car, but yeah, that one's my toy, so a lot of, so it's almost 1,500 horsepower.
That's just stupid.
It's just, yeah, big, massive supercharger. I built the motor. Everything's done, but we can get to that another day.
Another day.
Yeah, so that's different, a whole different story. But yeah, that's about it.
Walk us around the car, Nathan.
Yeah,
so first of all,
so again, so it's the shell is a standard shell of a GTSR. The front bar is different, so a different lower grille, different lower lip of that. Coming around, The wheels, same again. So standard GTSR wheels, but these are carbon. So they're, carbon wheels, which are just great. They're lighter, they're stronger than a normal standard alloy. The 6-piston brakes, so they've got 6-piston front and back and bigger discs, so great stopping power.
Yeah.
You can just, at any speed, I guess, you can just stop it. And so it's got that.
You got all the decals.
All the decals, exactly. So the HRT decals all the way around.
Yeah.
So again, it's got the GTSR on the side there, which is the same decals of VS version.
Yes, the
not
reminiscent.
The newer one.
Yeah.
So they put that on there. Coming around is, again, the 888 racing wing.
The best part of the car.
Yeah, so that's off a race, that's off a race car. Again, original wing. They got that to make it kind of like the large wing of the VS version. So they got the racing wing on this. So again, makes it pop, makes it, looks super, super cool.
But it's like I was saying off camera, Nathan, it's sad it had to get to 2017 for Holden to...
They were doing it for 50 odd years. And then, like I said, they were great cars, don't get me wrong. People weren't really buying them and so forth. And then they, because the models were kind of looking not dated, but they weren't that super special.
They were never super special until they brought out the VF series.
And then the VF version, and it was great, Supercar, whatever. And then they brought out the GTSRs, which are just something spectacular, something that you've never seen before.
Yeah.
Even the VS version, which was, 25 years earlier, it was so good and so popular and still is. And then they made this, like, okay, wow, big, kind of a new thing for Holden. And then after they shut the doors, which is, again, it's a shame.
Because this got the VF series was the only Commodore, mark me if I'm wrong, that got the LSA in it.
No, the LSA, exactly.
Yes.
So the LSA came out in 2013 with the VF, and then VF2, they upgraded it, they tuned it up a bit and so forth. But like I said to you...
Because prior to that, it was all LS3s.
The LS3 is exactly right. So it's still great motors and all that, but the LSA is just something different.
It came straight from a Corvette.
Exactly. So something different, super, super cool. Super powerful, like I said to you, and then it was the quickest car made by any Australian builder.
Right.
Like it's just 435 kilowatt or 470 from factory, straight out of the box, stand. You can drive it, and it's just 800 horsepower from the factory. Is just incredible.
Personally,
and 900 newton meters of torque as well for this one.
So 940.
Yeah, 940 newton meters of torque from the so it's,
that's a lot.
Yeah.
But it's sad because, like I was saying here, it was sad it took them to this to stop making them. Because at that point, when they made the VF, it was the first time Holden literally took over Ford.
Yeah.
I was never a Ford or Holden. I appreciated both brands.
Exactly.
But when they brought out the VF, you just went, well, Ford's gone.
Yeah, exactly.
This thing was nice.
Even the VE, when it came out, VE came out 06 and 09 and 10 had they done the E2 and E3. It was great. Holden was kind of coming back and something nice. Yeah. VF come out, it was just like you said, wow, this new thing. There's like the new kid on the block. Wow, it's, the new thing. It looks great. It goes great. It was, like I said, the quickest car to come out and everything. And then all of a sudden, a couple of years later, they made GTSRs. You're like, oh, wow, it's, coming back and so forth. And then they shut the doors, and it's a shame. Like, this is what they can do. But then it's just, never going to happen again. So, and the interior.
So we'll check out the interior now.
Yeah, so it's all custom interior, again, from the factory.
Again, to reminisce.
Again, exactly, the VS version. So the VS had yellow interior with GTSR markings on it. This one as well. It's got the yellow stitching on the doors, on the dash and everything.
It's just a phenomenal piece of machine.
Yeah, they've done it really, really nice. Like, as in, not over the top. I mean, it's still over the top. It's big yellow thing and all that. So it's nothing too crazy. But they've done it like one thing kind of, sweetens the rest. It kind of goes well together. The interior goes well with the outside. The rear wing is huge, but it goes well because it's this big supercar and
that's what it looks like.
So,
it looks like something that Holden would have made.
Yeah, exactly.
To combat the M5.
Yeah, exactly.
The E63 AMG. And
if they can make some of this, like, I mean, and they could. It's not like i7, they said, oh, you know what, they got this brilliant idea, they can make it, and they did make some of this.
I just don't understand. Like we were saying before, why didn't an Australian billionaire just buy out HSV, not make all the other Holdens, just buy out HSV and keep making the Commodore.
And they're so, that's an iconic car, everyone knows. And the thing is, when you're driving, like I said, when you're driving down, you can drive down in a Ferrari, Lamborghini. Like, we've been to so many car shows, we've been to so many places, and then you see Ferrari, don't get me wrong, great cars, but then you see some of these pull up, and then everyone all of a sudden they're like,
what's an Australian icon?
Exactly.
It's an Aussie icon. This is like what we Like this and the Falcon was, so if you're from America and you're not from Australia, in Australia originally we had the Holden Commodore and then the Ford Falcon, and then they made performance versions, and that's what this is.
Yes, exactly. Right.
So, and they're Australian icons, and they don't exist anymore.
Exactly, and it's a shame because they can create, or they did create something super special, and then it's never going to happen again. It's finished. So 17 shut the doors, and then since then prices have gone through the roof because obviously you can't get them anymore. And like cars like this, which, you know, there's not a single other one around. It's just, yeah, it's a shame that, and like I said, I'm lucky enough to be able to have it, and hopefully for many years to come, I guess. So yeah.
All right, well, enough of that. We're going to go for a drive now. So let's go send it.
Yeah, no problem at all.
All right, before we go for a drive, we have to look at what's under this beautiful car.
Yeah. So
this beautiful LSA. So just a bit of history. This comes from a Corvette, and Nathan will run us through the power and how much more this makes. We already know how much
exactly.
said, but I'll get you to run through a couple
so
of
like I
specs
said, I mean, pretty much standard LSA, and then from there they do the cam, they upgrade things, upgrade pulley, give you more boost, stuff like. So like I said, standard GTSR 435 kilowatts, W1's 474. This one's 557. So like I said, tweak it up from factory. Good thing about it, it's from factory from Walkinshaw, so it's still refined, it's still comfortable enough. It's not like out of control. Oil's nice. You can drive it every day. It's no problem at all. And then you put your foot down, and again, this one, and 900. Like I said, newton-meters are a big thing too. So 900 newton-meters of torque, or 940, as you said before. So from just kind of a base kind of motor, the thing you can get out of it, or what they can get out of it, is just insane. So yeah, it's really, and again, it looks nice and tidy under the bonnet. If you just open up, you wouldn't think that it's got that much power, but you're like, you know what? Yeah, it's, again, out of a Corvette, so they've really come a long way from what they've, from LS2s, LS3s, great motors again, but these are just next level. Like,
can we hear it?
Of course you can, yeah.
Let's hear this thing.
So again, comes with a remote start as well, which I mean VFs did, but yeah, so it's again loud, but not too loud, nice and lumpy. I
love how it just shakes.
Yeah, like I said, as it is now, it's nice, but when you open up, it gets quite loud, which is good, I guess. I love it, but
look at it, it just shakes like an angry. It just wants to go. It's just angry. So this is what I miss. This is,
exactly.
Like, this is,
and you won't get, and they're going to electric these days and all that. It's just, it's it's not nice. Like, it's just, you get stuff like this, you hear it. Yeah,
it has a soul.
Exactly. I get the whole emissions and the whole kind of thing that's in, like, oh yeah, don't do this, and the planet and all that stupid shit. But do you know what I mean? Like, it's just, when you hear this, you're like, great, Australian power, good old kind of, good old V8. But yeah, you won't get that anymore.
Just look at it. Looks alive. It looks like it just wants to jump.
Yeah, it does.
It's just angry.
Yeah, it's like, just, come on, man. Yeah.
All right, now we're gonna go see what this is like on the road. So guys, Nathan's gonna take us one day for a ride in that ridiculously powered
GTS.
Yeah. That's 1,500 horsepower.
Yeah. But even this, like I said to you, 900 newton torque, you know what I mean? Like,
it's comfortable.
550, and you can drive it, like I said to you, drive it every day. Like, till recently, had baby seats in there.
Yeah.
You can go anywhere, it stops nice, it goes nice, it just, you know what I mean? Like, it can be an everyday car. Like, it's not like one of those overpowered cars that you can't drive, you can't kind of, set of lights, it just shakes, it does whatever, and it doesn't. This is just a car that, like, again, you can drive every day, you can,
but it's got personality. And this is the thing, is like you're saying, Nathan, the times that we're living in, and I understand we have to move with certain things because of the world, and I get that, but cars these days don't have a personality anymore. And this thing's got so much personality. It's got character. And I've always said a proper car resembles the owner. It's their personality. This is your personality. And it just has so much character. Like, even when it was just sitting there idling, it looked like it wanted to jump.
Yeah, exactly.
It was aggressive. I mean, when we got in the car, just at idling, it shakes. It's like, take me for, just go.
I just want to go. Exactly.
I want to go, send it. And I love everything about this. It's just very, very special, and I'm so happy that we got this opportunity to interview on it.
Yeah, my pleasure.
And sharing this with all the viewers, because You know, a lot of these guys that are watching maybe Holden fans and never thought that this existed.
Yeah, which I didn't either till I saw or heard of it,
Yeah.
you know, years after it came out. I'm like, what is that? Or what's, do you know what I mean? So like you said, if you know, there's a lot of things that, you know, Holden kind of kept up their kind of sleeve and said, you know what, let's not do this until the time it came out. But again, it's a shame when they did something so good, or like, you know what I mean, at the end, that it's just bang, this is what we can do. Look at this, spectacular. Doors are shut. It's never going to happen again. So
It's just a shame.
it's a shame, exactly. But yeah, gonna give it a little bit of a
little bit
So
of a...
nice. The good thing about, like I said, it's got even the paddle shifts and that. Like it's just like a kind of a race car. And like I said, it's got the standard mode, it's got performance mode, it's got track mode, which it changes it up a bit and so forth. But yeah, like I said, you can do it at any gear. Like I said, you drop it to, you know, this is say second gear, and then you can give it in second.
Jesus.
So yeah, any gears, pretty much it gets. It's got enough torque for kind of, you know what I mean, for anything, like any gear or anything. You don't have to kind of, you know, some cars you got to drop gears, you got to do this, and you know, low
you do
enough
have
to.
940.
Yeah, exactly. So you can do any gear. Like you go, look.
Wow.
Yeah, so it gets up and goes. It can stop fine. Look, there's no dramas at all. So you do need the brakes sometimes.
It's just, it's so special. It's so aggressive.
But also, like, you know, smooth enough. I'm
no.
not saying it's never good to speed. It's never good to safe speeding or anything like that. None of that. But in this car, like I said, compared to my other cars that I have driven, this one it feels like it's kind of.
Do you feel like this is more planted?
It is, and more kind of not controlled, but like you feel that this is more stable than the rest, like, because it does. It's got the magnetic suspension as well, so it kind of holds it straight. So you can give it, and it can kind of, you know, fishtails, it goes out.
But you can manage it.
Yeah, this stays straight. So no matter what you do, unless you take traction off, this will not lose control. Yeah. So it's got the magnetic suspension as well, which is, again, you don't see, but it's got that feature. But yeah, it's more, I guess, kind of easy to drive and kind of, you know, like, not safe speeding or anything, but this one kind of, it holds, and you know, it's kind of stable. It's not just at any time lose control, just, you know.
I would love to see someone take this around SMP, Sydney Motorsport Park, if you're not from Australia, Sydney Motorsport Park, and to see what it would be like. Because it's just, like, again, like we said, it's a shame that they're no longer being made, but as long as we have owners like yourself, Nathan, who are happy to share these cars, then they'll never die out.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
you know
it's just, you know, it's one of those things, and it's not like to tuck it away. You still want to drive it a bit, you still want to get it out there a little bit. Like I said, we go to a few car shows, and, you know, you want to kind of show it out there, and you know what I mean? So it's good to kind of keep the whole Holden kind of legacy going, I guess. So it's not like it's, you know, tucked away, you're never going to see it again. It's just one of those things that, like you said, we're just going to keep it going and kind of, you know. But it is a shame, because like you said, it's a shame that, you know, Holden hasn't, you know, didn't keep it going, and, you know, they can make great, super special cars, but, you know, it is what it is, so.
So guys, I just want to say a really big thank you to Nathan. Nathan, thank you so much.
Pleasure, mate. Anytime. Thank you.
For just sharing just a piece of history and such a beautiful and iconic car. And like we've said in the video numerous amount of times, it's sad that we're not going to see this, but as long as we have owners like Nathan who are happy to share their cars and share it with the world, these will still exist and we'll still get to enjoy them. Other than that, guys, please like and subscribe, and we will be sure to find more cars like this.
Thanks, guys.
See yous.